Hello there. The energy of Lagos could be unreal at times because Monday to Friday, people are hustling and bustling, and by Saturday, Sunday, they're either in a club or a bar or by the beach pulling off, taking time off work. But this is the thing, why there are some people making their money work harder than they do, there are some people who don't do that, whereby they work harder than the money they make. In this video, I'm talking about a real estate opportunity that could make your money work harder than you do. Not because I'm saying so, but because based on what we've seen in terms of trend and what we've seen in terms of sales, we are guaranteed that this property will give you the best of investment opportunity you could ever think of. Now, for me, I don't like guaranteeing investment because there are a lot of factors attached to guaranteeing an investment. But the only reason why I said I guarantee this investment is because this property had the phase 1, and the phase 1 sold out in a matter of days, and the phase 2 is actually fast selling right now as well. So with that, it gives you that peace of mind in terms of location ticked, ROI fantastic, and that peace of mind that you've made an investment decision that will change your generation forever. That is the guarantee I'm talking about. Without much ado, let's dive into the video right about now. But before I go into the video, I would like to say welcome again to our channel. Once again, my name is Zenytal Garden. If I continue this video today, I would like to welcome all our subscribers as well as our viewers all the way from Toronto, France, as well as the UK. Thanks for consistently liking and watching our video. We duly appreciate. Right about now, let's dive into the video. And property I want to talk about today is no other than the Zenytal Garden Phase 2. One thing I like about this property is that most investors or most people who bought from the phase 1, they have good stories to tell about it, because upon the phase 1 getting sold out in a matter of days, the good thing about it as well is that majority of the clients have been allocated, and that has shown to clients that it is real, not just them just buying a land without getting allocated, which gives them that peace of mind to even buy more and tell people about the same property. And upon talking to quite a number of prospects and clients, I realized that a lot of them actually love the way they handled the phase 1, and whereby they are leading to that decision making in keying into phase 2 again, just to have more plots to themselves. But this is the thing, the phase 1 sold out a matter of days. Like I said, I expect this to actually sell out in a matter of days as well, because for me, one thing about property, or two things for me, is this: location and documentation. But this time around, let me talk about the location first of all. The location of this property is very good. Now, why is it good? It's off the Lekki Expressway in a place they call Eleron. If you're somebody who was following the real estate trend in the Lagos market of recent, notice that Eleron is actually a fast booming location. Now, the phase 1 that sold out, it was off the Lekki Expressway, and it was just 5 minutes drive from the Lekki Expressway. But guess what? The phase 2 is less than 5 minutes. It's about 2 to 3 minutes from the Lekki Expressway, and it's bigger and is much more better. So that gives you that assurance that what you're buying is a good one. Not just that alone, guess what? The Eleron axis also is coming up with premium development, and premium development I'm talking about is this: a lot of estates are coming up in that area. One of those fast selling estates coming up in that area is one of the best private resort estates you could think of in Nigeria today, which is the Lekki Havana Resort, which is a private resort estate. And the good thing about it is that we have the phase 1 and the phase 2 of that property in that locality. So that tells you that that area is a very good area. And not just that alone, about 5 years ago, if I can remember dearly, when I usually go to that axis, property of lands, or prices of land, prices of land were selling for between 2 million to 5 million. But as of today, you could barely get a good property with a good title between 25 to 30 million. And that is why the Zenytal Garden Phase 2 becomes an entry point for you, that you can afford it now that it's still cheap, because in matter of days it's going up in price again. So now that is affordable, I'll say key into it so that you'll get that affordable land where premium developments are happening at Eleron as of today. All right. Going on in the video today, one thing I also like about this property is the documentation, and not just about that, security as well. Now, security not just in terms of physical security, but security now in terms of documents. The property title is actually a government allocated C of O, and on your screen right now you could see our surveyor going there to actually do an independent verification. And not just that, you could see on your screen as well the report we did from our own analysis as well, which is a baseline for us, because every property we tend to recommend on this platform, we tend to do our own independent verification as well. In as much as we do that, we also recommend that you do your own independent verification as well. Upon getting the result of this property from us, so we realized that it was a good to go for us to actually recommend people on this platform. So government allocated CFO simply means the government knows about it. They know that Zenytal Garden is on that land. They also know that that property belongs to Zenytal, and also not just that alone, there's no money issue you encounter in that property. And not just that alone, one thing I like about this location again is because the proximity to other big places or other profitable, or I can as well say developmental places to this location is fantastic. If you look at it very well, you notice that you have places like Alaro City, Dangote Refinery, Dangote Tipsy Port, and some more and more big industries around that locality. But that is not what I want to even tell us today, because we all know that. One unique part in which I like our property is because the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway is close to Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. Not just that alone, but from Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, Elerenbewe's property is located, you can actually access to Victoria Island on Lekki in about 30-40 minutes, and that is you going through the coastal road. So what that tells you is that development in that area is coming. It means that development in that area is there already, because think of it this way: you're working at VI, you're staying at Elerenbe, in 30-40 minutes you're already at your work location. That gives you that peace of mind that you don't need to rush to work, and that is what people are actually looking for. Because one thing about this property is that the development that Elerenbe axis is booming on a daily basis, and this is actually the right time for you to key into this property without missing out in this affordable window of opportunity we're seeing right now. Yeah, so one thing I like doing during my analysis is giving you detailed breakdown. So right about now, I want to talk about the big elephant in the room, which is actually talking about the topography of the land. But before I do that, let me allow you to see the video of the update of the property as at today, so that you have a better understanding about the investment opportunity I'm showing to us. Now you've seen the video update about the location, so now let me now give you some detailed breakdown. One of the things I want to talk about is this, or one thing we've been told is that the property is 50% sold out, which is very, very essential. And not just that alone, the property, based on what you've seen in the property, notice that is actually a dry land, it's a dry table land as well, so there is no sort of sanfili being done. And I also say this is actually a good buy for you, because right now is the raining season, which is in the month of July 2026, so you could actually have a physical or a virtual inspection with us for you to confirm what we're saying, so that we're not just saying it alone, we are telling you that that location is a very, very good location. So it's a total dry land. And also very, very importantly as well, the estate layout is planned to be out with about 76 plots of land, where they will be building capital of culture and entertainment, and also we're going to have green amenities in the area as well as a supermarket, a gym, a football court, as well as a museum space. So you could see that they are not just selling you a land, but they're actually selling you a vision point, such that you are not just buying land alone, but you are buying other premium things added to it to even give it more value for you as well. And not just that alone, in the property we have residential designation and we have the commercial designation in the property, which is very, very important. Now, good about this property is this: it comes with two sort of square meter. I would say it comes in two variants of sizes. The first one is the 300 square meter, and the other one is 500 square meter, as well as the 1000 square meter. So for the 300 square meter as well as the 500 square meter, they are both residential, while the one of commercial is 1000 square meter. And the good thing about it as well, which is this sort of, shall I say, is a loud secret, everybody knows what the secret is that the price of this property will be increasing in the next couple of days. As at 10th of July, these property prices will be increasing. And not just that alone, this property price, upon increment, it gives you that guarantee that you've actually acquired a property that appreciates in value. And not just that alone, this property comes free of charge in terms of interest free upon payment for 12 months. So what that simply means is this: usually when you buy a property, sometimes some developers will tell you if you pay 3 to 6 months is 0%, but if you pay 6 months to, let's say, 12 months, you'll pay 10% or 20% different rates. So but this property is zero interest free, which is very, very good as well. So how do you key in? You can key in right now. Either you're getting the commercial plot or residential plot. You could key in for the residential plot. You could key in with a 3 million naira deposit, and if you wanted the commercial plot, you could also key in with about 10 million naira as at today, which is very, very good as well. Now, upon price increase, the 300 square meter that's currently 18 million will be selling for about 22.7 million, while the one of the 30 million, which is about the 500 square meter, will be selling for 38 million. So think of it this way: if you buy the one of the 30 million or 500 square meter, you'll be getting 8 million guaranteed appreciation. And also if you go for the other one, which is 300 square meter, you'll be getting a guaranteed whooping sum of about 4.7 million in appreciation as well. So this gives you that good vibes that you're buying an appreciating property. And I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity right now, because in the next couple of days these plots will no longer be available, and this is the best time for you to invest in this property of your dream. Once again, thanks for watching this video. I hope to hear from you soonest by chatting us up on our WhatsApp channel. Do have a lovely day. Take care. Bye. Ciao ciao.
History don't repeat itself, they say. Nah, come off it. For this one, it is about to. Phase 1 of Zenytal Garden sold out in just 3 months. Yes, you heard me right. Just 3 months and it is gone. And now phase 2 is hitting the same way. 50% of this land is already moved and it is totally sold out. The other half is selling out fast in the same pattern, different phase and same energy. Here is what people don't realize, though. You don't need 30 million sitting in your account to get in. Just a 300 square meter plot is 18 million naira and a 500 square meter is 30 million naira. But your first move, just 3.5 million naira to secure it. Then you've got a whole of 12 months to finish paying. That is it. You lock down now, and at this price, spread the payment, and while you're paying, your land is already appreciating in value. So the question is, it's not the whether this will sell out. We already know it will definitely will. And if you ask me as a person, why the phase 1, Zenytal phase 1 was sold out within just 3 months, I will tell you there is a reason smart investors keep looking towards these houses, especially Eleron. It's not just another location on the map. It is part of a corridor that is steadily transforming into one of the Lagos' most valuable real estate zone. Yes, and Zenytal Garden phase 2 is right in the middle of that conversation. What makes this one of the standing out is the timing and the pre-launch stage, which is the structure layout, and it is government allocation CFO. It is the kind of combination that give you both peace of mind and strong upside. And here is the entry point. Yes, we have 500 square meter, we have 300 square meter, and with 12 months you can spread the payment, interest free. 12 months. Price breakdown goes to 500 square meter is selling for just 30 million naira and 300 square meter is selling for 18 million naira. With initial deposit of 3 million naira, you can key into the 300 square meter, and with initial deposit of 5 million naira, you can lock down a 500 square meter. So the best time you can key into this marvelous property that you just seen right here. As you can see, the gatehouse is still under process, which our engineers are working days and nights in order for this project to be delivered in no time. And right at now, I will be showing you I myself and the surveyor on this site, where we are picking the coordinates on this site before we actually go and put out any properties outside. As you can see, as you're seeing on your screen right now, the surveyor is picking the coordinates. So we make sure we do our due diligence before we dishing out any property out there, so that as you're buying, you have a rest of mind. And as you taking a look at this location, you can see it is a total dry land and the perimeter fencing is done already. So if you're coming here to buy, as you're buying, you're starting your construction immediately. So the best time you can do, and the best thing you can do right now, is to call the number popping on your screen to reach out to us. We do do two sets of inspection. We do physical inspection, and as well we do virtual inspection. So whichever one that pleases you, we are good to go. So as it is now, and as you're checking the screen, the coordinate we pick on this. So what you're seeing right there on the screen is the coordinate chart that we pick on there, which is the document and everything that comprises of the land. That is exactly what you're seeing on the screen. And I will advise you to kindly like this video, comment your suggestion, and also share to your family and friends who will also love invest into Zenytal Garden phase 2. Like I said earlier from the start of this video, a lot of investor who has invested in Zenytal Garden phase 1, they also know the benefits. So kindly give us a call today to be part of this marvelous journey. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.